This is Nextcloud. It's file storage that you host yourself like Google Drive or Dropbox, but on your own server. You get file sync across all your devices. You can share files with others and everything stays on hardware you control. In this video, I will show you how to set it up on Hostinger VPS using their one-click installer. So what can you actually do with the Nextcloud? The main thing is in file sync. You install the Nextcloud app on your phone, laptop, desktop, and files sync between them automatically. Take a photo on your phone, it shows up on your computer. You can share files with anyone, send a link they can download, or give them an account and they can upload too. But Nextcloud does more than just files. It has calendar and contacts, notes, tasks, video calls, and lots of add-ons you can install. Think of it as a self-hosted productivity suite. The core is file storage, but you can expand it. Why would you run your own instead of using Google Drive or Dropbox? A few reasons. First, privacy. Your file stays on your server, not on Google's servers, not subject to their terms of service. Second, no storage limits beyond what you pay for. For example, our 200 GB VPS gives you 200 GB of storage, no monthly per gigabyte fees. Third one is control. You decide the backup policy, who has access, how long files are kept. The trade-off is you are responsible for the maintenance, updates, backups, uptime. That's on you. But for many people, that's worth it. For this tutorial, I am using Hostinger VPS and there is an affiliate link in the description if you want to use the same set. Their KVM 1 plan, 1 CPU, 4 gigs of RAM handles Nextcloud fine for personal use. A couple of users, normal file operations and no problem. If you're running an office with many users or doing heavy document editing, consider KVM 2 or higher. The main thing to think about is storage. Files add up very quickly. So start with what you need and Hostinger lets you upgrade later. So let's set it up. In my Hostinger panel, go to your VPS and then OS and panel operating system, and then in the change OS click on the applications tab and here simply search for the Nextcloud. You will find the Nextcloud there. Click on that. Click on change OS, confirm it because this is going to wipe out all of your data from your current VPS. So if you have something important there already, you should back it up first. Otherwise, just let it go. Click on the next, generate the unique password, hit confirm. The installation takes a few minutes. So it's setting up Ubuntu with Nextcloud pre-configured. Once it is done, you will get a URL and admin credentials. You just have to open the URL by clicking on a button. So let's give it some time. Alright, it is done. This is our username admin that we have to use, and make sure to use the same password that you created earlier. Click on this button, manage app, and it will take you to this login screen of Nextcloud. And here you will have to add admin as the username, and here you need to enter the password. Password is the same that you created earlier while creating your application for the first time. From the H panel, paste it, click on the login. For the first time, it will onboard you with such wizards and welcome messages. You will be landed on this page that looks really nice. This is your Nextcloud. The main screen shows recent files and activity. On the left, you have your file browser. On the top, you can switch between apps like dashboard, files, photos, activity. So this is the photos app. After clicking from the top, you can click on the activity. This is how activity looks like. Now let's upload something. So for that, click on the files on the top menu. This is your file browser. Click on the plus button here, new. And here you will have several options like upload files, upload folders, new folder, create file request, new text file. So let's click on the upload files. Now let's select some files for your computer. Let me pick these. Now click on the open. You see files are being uploaded. They upload to your own server and now they are accessible from anywhere you log in. And these are the images that so you can just click on them, view them, scroll them, and you can also download them. It's up to you. So you can also create folders to organize things. So for example, click on this plus icon again and here you will find the new folder. Click on that and give the name to the folder. test or whatever you want to create. Click on the create, and here is the new folder, and here you can add your own files. The real value is syncing files automatically. For that, type this nextcloud.com/install, press enter, and you will be landed on this page. Here you should download the desktop application or desktop client. There are versions for Windows, Mac and Linux. So you just click on them and download it and install it. Then enter your server URL when it asks and log in with the same credentials that used for the web version. It will also ask you which folders to sync. Once set up, you have a Nextcloud folder on your computer, exactly same like Google Drive. Anything you put in there syncs to your server and vice versa. There is also a mobile app. So for example, I just search for the Nextcloud iOS and you will find this Nextcloud app on your mobile app. It is also available for Android. It is totally free. Just install the app, open the app, enter your server URL, log in. Now you can access your files from your phone as well, like Google Drive. You can also set it to auto upload photos. So every photo you take goes to your server automatically, like Google Photos, but on your own hardware. Nextcloud makes sharing really easy. So you just have to go to the server to share them. So just click on this little person icon here to start sharing. For example, I want to share this image or folder. Click on that and a sidebar would appear on the right side. So from here you can share with other Nextcloud users on your server. You just have to type the name of the users and they will appear. You just have to select them. The concept is almost same like on Google Drive. You can also create share with external users as well. For example, here in this input, you can type their email. You can click on this button to create the public link as well. So for example, I clicked on that. The public link has been created. You can create a QR code to access this. So once the public link is created, you can click on this copy button and paste it somewhere in the browser, and you see that it took you to this page and you can see the file. Also, let me open the incognito mode, and I'm not logged in right now. So if you paste the same public URL, you should be able to access it without signing in to this server. So right now SSL certificate is not installed, so it is just giving me a warning. But for the production use case, you just have to set up the SSL as well. But for now it's fine. Just click on the continue to the site and you see I'm not logged in and it took me to this page. Here I can access the file that I just shared earlier. Okay, let's close it. Other than that, you can also set the permissions as well, like view only or allow editing. You can add a password or set an expiration date. Beyond file storage, Nextcloud has built-in apps like calendar. There is also plus apps button on the top right. If you click on that, you will be able to add more apps in. So here you will find the entire marketplace from where you can discover a lot of other applications that you can install. So you can install the calendar app. So here in the app bundles, we have a lot of other options like hub bundles. You can install the calendar that syncs with your photos calendar app. You can install the contacts app, the same thing but syncs across devices. And then we have notes app as well, that is just for simple text notes and also it syncs. We have the tasks app, that is simple to-do list. You can also install more apps from this app store. There is a lot available: document editing, video call, project management. For most people, the file sync is the main thing, but the extras are there if you want them. A few tips for you. Some things to keep in mind: that backups are very important. So this is your data, make sure it's backed up. Hostinger has backup options, or you can set up your own. Storage fills up, so keep an eye on usage, especially if you enable photo auto upload. Updates matter, so Nextcloud releases security updates regularly. So the one-click install should handle most of this, but check occasionally. That's the Nextcloud. Your own file storage running on your own server, sync files across devices, share it with others, and keep everything under your control. If you found this useful, then I have other self-hosting videos like Image for Photos, Jellyfin for media streaming, WireGuard for VPN. All links are in the description. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.